Hello, today we're talking about electric pianos for iOS. Since 2012, I've been using iOS for stage performances, and one of the sounds that I would need frequently was an electric piano. Multimedia did a great job with iLectric back then. Remember, Nord Stage, Korg Kronos, Holland Phantom, all of those, they were in their infancy. So the sounds that Multimedia came out, especially the iGrand for acoustic pianos and the iLectric for electric pianos, they were very good for their time. Unfortunately, they kind of quitted it. They didn't do any updates, and there are some things happening now. You heard some weird noises coming outside of the distortion. This was, in fact, very good in their time. I'm not considering it anymore, as I didn't consider anymore the iGrand for the review of acoustic pianos because they were not updated to audio units compatible. A while after Multimedia launched iLectric, Neosoul Keys launched this amazing instrument also. They are Neosoul electric pianos, in fact, several. What was so special about it? They had every different noises that the instrument produces naturally at your fingertips. For example, if you want to do what they call Moddart, all these noises coming, the noise from the pedal. This instrument came a little bit before its time because the iPads back then could not handle all these things. It could work with a very big buffer, so you had a very big latency, but even so it was not very practical because you had to quit some of the noises so that the iPad could handle it. It had several instruments, they were all very good, but unfortunately they didn't continue in this line. They didn't update the app. They created new ones. Yes, they are very good. Neosoul Keys, they are very good making electric pianos. I have some of them here to show you. Let's open Camelo with all my main electric pianos already here, ready to use. So, first one. It's one instrument called VTines from Acoustic Samples. Don't make the mistake of comparing this with Tines. I will show you Tines also. They are a completely different instrument. This is it. I think it's a very accurate rendering of this instrument. The samples are super well done. One thing I'm a little bit freaky about is the release of these instruments. The acoustic pianos have one kind of release, its own characteristic kind of release, and this has a completely different kind of release, but it's super obvious. It's almost more obvious than in a piano. It's something that changes completely the timbre when it happens. So It's very well done. If you do this and you immediately take the note out, you hear this release. If you let the note continue, of course, now the note will almost disappear. And when you release it, of course, you don't have any effect because the tine is not vibrating anymore. You might have a little bit of a mechanical sound, but that's it. So this is very well done here. Also, the sample transitions, let's check it. Okay, here in the highest register, in the highest dynamic, yes, you hear a strong transition here. Not here anymore. Okay, it's not the same on every note. In real playing situations, it's not a problem. And on some of the other sounds that I will show you, it starts to be a problem. So now you have this also. It's called iLectric Vintage. It's also interesting, but it's not for me as well done as the other. Let's see how it behaves with the velocity transitions. This is the problem. There's always this high dynamic notes that are super obvious, and they come very suddenly and super obvious and a little bit annoying. Yeah. The problem with certain electric piano sounds, for me, it's when we go to the highest register, we don't have anymore the high dynamics. So it doesn't go more than this. I understand that this is a limitation of real electric pianos, but not to this extent. I would wish that they would be more dynamic through the complete range. Gospel musicians launched Neo Soul Keys Studio 2. These guys knows what they are doing. The release is very good. On some notes is more obvious than others, but this is also like an electroacoustic original. They have the main sample, and then they have here the release samples. They understood also the importance of the release sounds. They don't only have Rhodes sounds, and they have a lot of different kinds of Rhodes, but they also have amazing Wurlitzers, clavinets, and so on. The effects section, they are also very, very good. I'm here now just showing you all these instruments, so I'm testing them, almost all of them completely dry, so I don't spend hours and hours talking about each individually. But this is very well worth exploring. Korg Module is in fact an amazing sound module for the iPad. It has everything that you should want. If you want to only use one app to do a complete gig, you can. This would be another review about Korg Module, but now I'm just reviewing the two main electric pianos present on this instrument. They are bought packs, so they were not the original electric pianos. They are very weak, I must say. But now I'm using here the Scarbee. It's a very dynamic one already, it's very good. It also has the very acceptable release and the dynamic. Let's see how it compares with the others with the dynamic transitions. Okay, it's very obvious. It's very obvious, more on some notes than others, but at least it lets you go full fortissimo in the upper register. I think it works very well. You have another one in Korg Module, which is 70s Earthy EP. This is a new pack in Korg Module. It works very well, also has very good release. Let's see how the release acts when we prolong the note. Okay, you only get a short. Oh, this was bad now. Okay, this was very bad now. This release is not very easy to this. It is okay. But if you make a fortissimo note, wait a little bit, the release will come out fortissimo also. So this should not happen now. Oof, no, this is bad. Okay, this is a very bad limitation. This should not happen at all. This is a very bad implementation of release. Overall, the sound works very well, but yeah, it has this big problem. If you want to play realistically, this is not okay. GenuineSounds. Okay, I was expecting more from them because I like GSI very much. I don't think they managed to accomplish this here. This is very difficult dynamically because it has a very steep jump. It's very difficult to play it dynamically because it brings a high dynamic samples immediately from a low dynamic from the keyboard. And it's already... I'm trying to play pianissimo and he's already bringing all the harmonics typical from a high dynamic and let's check how it is with the releases. You can get used to it, and when you do, it will be rewarding. But there's something strange for me in the dynamic offset from the samples. The different samples from different dynamics, I think they are not changing in the right moment. Okay, but this is me. This is my own evaluation. So now we have also inside of BitHawk one instrument which is called Electric Piano Full. So this instrument works well also as a release layer, but it's one of those instruments that doesn't have the full dynamics, so it cannot really go to fortissims with this, cannot really make it bark as we like to. So I will not consider this for a dynamic playing. Maybe for some soft comping it will be good. It's not a full dynamic instrument. I will not use it live, for example. However, they also have a very good Wurlitzer. Full dynamics here, so it can go really from this very, very soft to this. Or to this. This has a very good velocity switching, very good. Even here you can feel the transition to this fortissimo, but if you do all the steps in between, it's very well done. It's of course you can hear it like this, like analyzing it like this, but in a normal playing situation is not distracting at all. It's very good. It's very typical from a Wurlitzer. So this instrument is very good from BitHawk. Very well done. Colossus. You know the Colossus piano? So Colossus also have several electroacoustic instruments, but they are so bad mainly because of one thing, the release. So the release is really bad. Like in the acoustic pianos, this is what is just destroying this instrument. If you do this, okay, it's passable. Like this is passable, but something that you... Something with a little bit more staccato notes, it's impossible to play. It's completely unrealistic. The samples here in the piano dynamics are not real piano dynamic samples, so from the real instrument. These are mezzo forte, for example. This can be more or less mezzo forte samples used in the piano dynamic from the keyboard, so it's not working also well. So this instrument for me is out of the question. So remember I talked about VTines? I have one instrument here from KLEVGR, which is Tines. This has nothing to do with VTines. This might be interesting for something. They are not samples or even modeling. They are just some kind of FEM thing to do some kind of electric pianos, but not even DX7 kind, their own kind. You might enjoy it. I don't use it much. Numa app. It's a pity. It was a good idea. StudioLogic decided to make something free for everybody, but I don't think they made it. This instrument lacks dynamic completely. They don't have release samples at all. No, but this is not a dynamic instrument. This is a very low dynamic and stay there. Gospel musicians already brought us very good things. They also have the Pure Synth Platinum. Inside of Pure Synth, they have very good instruments, several instruments. They have character acoustic pianos, but not of performance quality. If you are a pianist or if you want to do good performance in the piano, don't expect to use these acoustic pianos. But as I told before, they know about electric pianos, and this is very good. As you can hear, the dynamic transitions. Also very obvious on the limit. They still work very well on a normal playing situation, so I consider it to be of very good quality. The samples are amazing. And let's see the release. How does it behave if we play a staccato? Okay, very good release. Now let's hold the note and check what happens. Okay. Okay, no weird releases out of place when the tines are already almost stopping, when the vibration is almost stopping, so no weird release sounds. This is much better implemented now. So for me, Pure Synth Platinum has some of the best electric pianos for iOS. Check them out, they have several packs. It's not cheap, but the quality is good. So this was Pure Synth Platinum, and now this one I was also waiting a little bit to buy the full pack of Pianoteq. I have now here the full-blown Pianoteq. I have also the electroacoustical instruments. As with the acoustic pianos, there's something I can say about the Pianoteq. The playability of this instrument is the best. Even if we find better samples elsewhere, because these are not samples, this is modeling for the final sound, of course, but as a player, this is unmatched. I was just improvising because this instrument just invites you to explore. It's realistic, its dynamics are super realistic, the sound is getting there. I think they still have to work on the release part. Let's check it. Of course, this is a preset. We still can change a lot of things, a lot of mechanical sounds from the release and everything, but not much. You can add a bit more of mechanical noises from the release mechanism, but not a lot of the other part of the release, which is this oomph that the tines make when they are forced to stop by the dumper. So Let's compare it to this, for me, the best sound-wise. So a little bit bluesy. Let's continue with this, and let's do the same with Pianoteq. The good thing with Pianoteq is that you can change everything. This will be for another review, a complete review of Pianoteq with all the things that it has to offer, all the changes that you can do to the electric pianos, to the acoustic pianos, to all the other sounds. It's a big world inside of Pianoteq if you want to explore it. I guess you want to know which is my preferred instrument for electric pianos, and I'm talking about electric pianos, I'm talking mainly about Rhodes, because we still have Wurlitzers to analyze, we still have clavinets, we still have a lot of other instruments that we could analyze, but I will stay now for the Rhodes, and for me the best Rhodes are inside of Pure Synth Platinum, and of course also in Pianoteq. Pianoteq, I think with a little bit more work they will be the best in everything. But this is also based in personal preferences, not only by a very exhaustive analysis, but also about what I want from an instrument. And for me, what I want from any kind of piano, acoustic or electric piano, is that they have full dynamics. There are many good instruments here that also could work, but when they don't have the complete dynamics from pianissimo to fortissimo and the realistic response from the instrument, so I cannot consider them for proper playing. So today was a little bit improvised, my playing. See you in the next review, which will be, of course, about Pianoteq. Full dive on Pianoteq. Bye bye.